If you're learning music theory from scratch, or if you're starting to learn piano, it's important to know the names of the notes on the piano. If you want to be a producer or something similar, then you also need to know the notes on the piano, because if you're putting notes into your DAW by hand and not by a MIDI instrument, then it's really useful to know the notes that you are actually putting in. So the first note you want to be familiar with is middle C. I'll put an image up here so you can see what it looks like easier instead of looking at my video. But get used to what this note sounds like and what it feels like to play if you have a piano or keyboard. This note is important because, one, a lot of people consider C to be the most common or the easiest key signature, although that's kind of subjective. But it also acts as a great starting point if you're wanting to learn scales and notes. So now that we have middle C, right, we have to know that the white notes are actually just repeating the letter names A, B, C, D, E, F, G in a loop. So if we start with C and we move up, we're ascending through the white notes one by one. We have C, D, E, F, G, and since that's where the loop stops, our next white note is A, and it keeps going, B, C. The same thing would work if you're going downwards or you're descending. So if we start on middle C again, we simply count backwards in the alphabet. C, B, A, and then we cross over to G, since that's where the end of the loop is, and then downwards. F, E, D, C. I'm just starting on C on each of these examples, but the same thing would work if you were to start on any other letter. Like, for example, A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and that's the end of the loop, so you go back to A. If you struggle with putting names to notes, that's okay, because if you're starting from scratch, that's to be expected. So you can look at pictures online, you can search up like images of pianos with the letter names on them, but I wouldn't recommend, if you're going to learn piano, actually getting those stickers that have the letter names on them, because the point is you want to be able to look at a note or play a note and know that it is G, for example. Good luck!